Self-discipline. How does it make you feel to hear those words? Negative, perhaps? Maybe it brings up past memories. What if I told you that these can be positive words? In today's show, you will learn why you should care about developing self-discipline, a few reasons as to why we don't follow through, and 3 questions to reflect on during the listening part of the Choose Happy morning routine. Let's do this. It's time to build up our self-discipline muscle. Hey girlfriend, welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. Do you want to stop seeing the negative every day and have the time and energy to do what you want? Are you finally done with the limiting stories and the fear that stands in your way of living a happy life? Does negative self-talk sabotage your self-confidence? Hi, I'm Marie. For the majority of my life, I lived in negativity that was often labeled as depression. My breakthrough happened when I broke free from the negative thinking and I learned the power of choosing happy. In this podcast, you will find tangible ways to ditch the negativity, improve your self-esteem, and take action for what you really want for your life. No more guilt, no more people pleasing. Let's do this. We are choosing happy. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. It's cool and raining here in Canada as I'm recording this episode. I'm looking out the window and seeing all the different colored leaves. It's a beautiful time, but it is getting colder, so it's almost time to bring out those warm sweaters. I made myself a pot of tea, actually, before I sat down to record this episode, so it's like I'm having tea with you. It's kind of nice. Today's episode was inspired, actually, by an email that I received from a listener of the show who wanted some tips on getting better with self-discipline. When I say the word self-discipline, how do you feel? Does it feel negative? What if I told you that this is one of the best habits you can bring into your life? What if you look at it as a gift, something positive? In the previous episodes, I talked about 2 other limiting beliefs. Episode number 54, I introduced you to the limiting belief that we may not feel deserving of living a happy life due to past trauma or beliefs and stories that others may have told us. And I shared with you that I didn't feel worthy of living a happy life for a really long time. That's episode number 54, titled, You Deserve to Be Happy, and I gave you a happiness affirmation to help you choose happy. The other episode that I talked about, another limiting belief, was episode number 55, the one right before this one. And this one is about if you've ever heard yourself say, I can't do this because blank. If you have said this, I know I have, you are not alone. I said it too. I said it many times, and I shared in that episode how I broke through this limiting belief and how by breaking this, I changed my life for the better 1 year later. That's episode number 55, titled, Are Limiting Beliefs Holding You Back? Sharing how a year doing CrossFit changed my life. Our limiting beliefs can stop us from choosing happy and living our life. They can be very strong because we believe them. They become our narrative that we tell ourselves. They can limit what you believe is possible for yourself and what you will allow in your life. They can keep us from living our potential, of living our best self. Maybe you think about self-discipline as a shiny goal in the future when you will finally be able to stick to your goals, such as stop eating sugar, exercise a few times a week, even implement the Choose Happy morning routine. Some of us will think about self-discipline as a measuring stick to judge ourselves and our actions or not taking action. We can confuse it with willpower and the lack of it. I see self-discipline as a today action. It's not a goal to attain or a yardstick. It's a skill. It's a habit to bring into our life. It empowers us to have the life that we want for ourselves and our family. Our self-discipline efforts can be tough for some of us due to our upbringing and personal habits. I hear from many people that they struggle to have self-discipline, even with things that they want for their life. Some even laugh it off. But if I'm being honest and transparent here, which I try to be, self-discipline is a foundation piece in living a happy life. You have to be able to follow through if you want to see different results in your life. And if you can't motivate yourself to get going and do the thing that needs to be done, then you don't get to have that. You don't get to have what you want in your life. So why? Why should you care about developing self-discipline? Well, there's several reasons, and I'll share with you a few of them here. The first one, it can help reduce anxiety. When we know that we have control over what we can bring into our life, it empowers us to take action. And when we take action, we start achieving our short-term goals, which in turn improves our self-confidence. It also helps us be more resilient. We all have moments where we're unmotivated and want to just hang out on social media, although that's a negative space in its own way, or watch our favorite show, i.e. binge watch Netflix. But we choose not to. We resist the distraction. With today's episode, I invite you to think about 3 reasons you may be using to not follow through on what you know you should be doing, but you find excuses not to do it. Here are the 3 reasons that I came up with when I was doing my research, because I wanted to learn a little bit more about how I could be more self-disciplined in my own life, so I wanted to share what I learned with you. The first one, these are different reasons that you may be using, just different wording, but same idea. Number 1, I want to be disciplined, but my family and friends, they just get in the way. If you are using this excuse, you're giving your power to them. They are creating your life, not you. You are not in the driver's seat. Is that really what you want? For them to design your life? Take back your life. Tell them you're busy. Go do that thing. Number 2, another reason you could be using to not follow through on what you should be doing or want to be doing. Self-discipline means I'm no longer free to do whatever I want to do whenever I want it. When you discipline yourself to follow through on whatever you want to do, whatever that thing is, you are freeing yourself from the demands from others because you're busy living your life. You're freeing yourself from self-doubts, from feeling lazy or lethargic. It gives you a purpose. It gets you taking action in your life, designing the life that you want for yourself. A third reason you could be using to not follow through is the following. I can't be disciplined because I lack courage and willpower. I hear this excuse a lot, and I've used it myself. I hear it a lot with people who don't follow through on not eating that second piece of dessert, for example, or not going to that exercise class, or that morning walk, i.e. from the Choose Happy Morning routine. We need to rethink the word discipline. I don't know about you, but when I hear the word discipline at first, I would think of negativity. I would think back of times when I was being disciplined by my parents or my teachers for something that I may have done wrong. I invite you to rethink it from a positive perspective. What if when we discipline ourselves, it's not someone else disciplining us, it's us, and we do it in a gentle way? What could that look like in your life? We would follow through on what matters to us. Imagine that. Look at it as a structured way of thinking and acting. What will get done and how it will get done. Discipline is an internal game. Self-discipline I'm referring to. It's an internal game first, and then you see the external results. It's just a muscle that needs the mind to guide it. So, now that I've got you convinced to turn up the self-discipline muscle, build it up, how to build self-discipline in our life? Well, I invite you to ask yourself the following 3 questions. The first one, what stories am I saying to myself to justify this lack of discipline to follow through on this thing that I want for my life? Question number 2, why are these stories appearing real in my today life? Are they real? If not, can I let them go? If I can't let them go, why not? Are they trying to protect me? If so, from what? From potential disappointment? From potential failure? And question number 3, what if I did follow through today? Could I get different results? Remember, you're a different person today than you were a year ago, even a week ago. We change every day. We change every hour of the day. Reflect on these questions during the listening time period of the Choose Happy morning routine. Take out your journal and reflect on the answers that come to you. Don't judge them. Be an observer. Listen and write about it. See how the stories are stopping you from advancing with what you want for your life. Self-discipline is the most essential skill to help you choose happy for living your life. You need to be able to influence your own actions and to stop yourself when what you're about to do doesn't align with the vision you want for your life. You are in control of your life. I know sometimes it may not feel that way. You get to decide every minute of living your life. Take back your power. Learn the self-discipline skill also habit. Build the muscle of following through on what you say you're going to do. And do this for yourself. You don't need to answer to anyone else. Your self-confidence will increase when you do follow through. Implementing the Choose Happy morning routine that I recently introduced you to, it will require self-discipline. You will have to get up a little earlier, and that requires self-discipline and follow through. You gotta get out of bed, especially when you're feeling all warm in bed, especially this time of the year. You need to remember the why. Why are you getting out of bed a little earlier? Why are you taking the time to do the Choose Happy morning routine? Because you're giving yourself 3 gifts every morning. The gift of moving your body, the gift of connecting with yourself, and the gift of taking time to advance something that matters to you. By the way, I revised the Choose Happy checklist and I created a guide to accompany it. Thank you to listeners who gave me feedback to make it even better. So it's just like slight tweaks to it. And the new guide was sent out to members on October 22nd, and it's now available on the website for instant download. So if you are a new listener, do check out the website. Oh yes, and don't forget, the Choose Happy birthday sale continues until October 31st. 30% off of the Choose Happy affirmation card decks and 30% off the 30 affirmations downloadable PDF. That is available for purchase on the Etsy website. And the links will be in the show notes. Wishing you a wonderful week, choosing happy. Cheers! I hope today's episode empowered you to choose happy as you live your upcoming week. Do you want to help others choose happy? Forward this episode to a friend or a family member that may benefit from it as well. You can also leave a review for the show on your favorite podcast app. Doing this will help the show be found in the search bar on the app. Remember to sign up to become a Choose Happy Insider, where you will receive free resources as they become available. Link is in the show's notes. Thank you for listening. Take good care and see you next week.